Page 216. You know, this contract is legally unenforceable. I'm fully aware of that, Miss Steele. Were you going to tell me that at any point? He frowns. You'd think I'd concern you into something you don't want to, and then pretend that I have a legal hold of you. Well, yes. You don't think very highly of me, do you? You haven't answered my question. Anastasia, it doesn't matter if it's legal or not. It represents an arrangement that I would like to make with you, what I would like from you, and what you'd expect from me. If you don't like it, then don't sign it. If you do sign, and then decide you don't like it, there are enough get-out clauses so you can walk away. Even if it was legally binding, do you think I'd drag you through the courts if you decide to run? I take a long sip of wine. My subconscious taps me hard on the shoulder. You must keep your wits about you. Don't drink too much. Relationships like this are built on honesty and trust, he continues. If you don't trust me to know how I'm affecting you, how far I can go with you, how far I can take you. If you can't be honest with me, then we really can't do this. Oh my, we've cut to the chase quickly. How far he can take me? Holy shit, what does that mean? So, in quite simply, Anastasia, do you trust me or not? His eyes are burning fervently. Did you have similar discussions with the 15? No. Why not? Because they were all established submissives. They knew what they wanted out of a relationship with me, and generally what I expected with them. It was just a question of fine-tuning the soft limits, details like that. Is there a store you go to, Submissive R Us? He laughs. Not exactly. Then how? Is this what you want to discuss, or shall we get down to the nitty-gritty, your issues, as you say? I swallow. Do I trust him? Is this what's this all come down to, trust? Surely that should be a two-way thing. I remember his stint when I phoned Josie. Are you hungry? He asks, distracting me from my thoughts. Oh no, food. No. Have you eaten today? I stare at him. Honestly, holy crap. He's not going to like my answer. No. My voice is small. He narrows his eyes. You have to eat, Anastasia. We can eat down here or in my suite. What would you prefer? I think we should stay in the public on neutral ground. He smiles sardonically. Do you think that would stop me? He says softly, a sensual warning. My eyes widen and I swallow again. I hope so. Come, I have a private dining room booked. No public. He smiles at me energetically and climbs out of the booth, holding his hand out to me. Bring your wine, he murmurs. Placing my hand in his, I slide out and step up beside him. He releases me and his head reaches for my elbow. He leans back through the bar and grand stars to my mezzanine floor. A young man is in full Heathman lively, approaches us. Mr. Gray, this way, sir. We follow him through a plush seating area to the intimate dining room. Just one secluded table. The room is small, but sumptuous. Beneath a shimmering chandelier, the table is all scratched. Linen, crystal glasses, silver cutlery, and white rose bouquet. An odd-world, sophisticated charm pervades the wooden pladded room. The waiter pulls out my chair, and I sit. He places my napkin in my lap. Christian sits opposite me. I peek up at him. Don't bite your lip, he whispers. I frown. Damn it. I don't even know that I'm doing that. I've ordered already. Hope you don't mind. Frankly, I'm relieved. I'm not sure I can make any further decisions. No, that's fine, I acquiesce. It's good to know that you can be amenable. Now, where were we? The nitty-gritty. I take another large sip of wine. It really is delicious. Christian Grey does wine well. I remember the last sip of wine he gave me in my bed. I blush at my intrusive thought. Yes, your issues. He fishes into inside pocket and pulls out a piece of paper. My email. Clause 2. Agreed. This is for the benefit of of us both. I shall redraft. I blink at him. Holy shit. We're going to go through each of these points one at a time? I just don't feel so brave face to face. He looks so earnest. I steel myself with another sip of wine. Christian continues. My sexual health. Well, 4 previous partners have had blood tests, and I regularly test every 6 months for all the health risks you mention. All my recent tests are clear. I have never taken drugs. In fact, I'm vehement anti-drug. I have a strict non-tolerance policy with regards to drugs for all my employees, and I insist on random drug testing. Wow, control freak gone bad. I blink at him, shocked. I've never had a blood transfusion. Does that answer your question? I nod, impassive. Your next point I mentioned earlier. You can walk away at any time, Anastasia. I won't stop you. If you go, however, that's it, just so you know. Okay, I answer softly. If I go, that's it. The thought is surprisingly painful. The waiter arrives with our first course. How can I possibly eat? Holy Moses, he orders oysters on a bed of ice. I hope you like oysters, Christian voice is soft. I've never had one, ever. Really? Well, he reaches for one. All you do is the tip and swallow. I think you can manage that. He gazes at me, and I know what he's referring to. I blush scarlet. He grins at me, squirts some lemon juice onto the oyster, and then tips it into his mouth. Delicious. Tastes of the sea. He grins at me. Go on, he encourages. So I don't chew it? No, Anastasia, you don't. His eyes are alight with humour. He looks so young, like this. I bite my lip, and his expressions change instantaneously. He looks sternly at me. I reach across and find and pick up my first ever oyster. Okay, here goes nothing. I squirt some lemon juice on it, and I tip it up. It slips down my throat, all the seawater salt, the sharp tanging of citrus, and the fleshiness. Ooh. I lick my lips, and he's watching me intently, his eyes hooded. Well, I'll have another, I say dryly. Good girl, he says proudly. Did you choose this deliberately? Aren't they known for their aquatic qualities? No, they are the first item on the menu. I don't need aquatic resistance near you. I think you know that, and I think you react the same way near me, he says simply. So, where were we? He glances at my email, and I reach for another oyster. He reacts the same way. I affect him. Wow. Obey me in all things. Yes, I want you to do that. I need you to do that. Think of it as role-playing, Anastasia. But I'm worried that you'll hurt me. Hurt you how? Physically and emotionally.